Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, where I'm assuming the answer to Phoenix's question is bad. Basically the courthouse was just destroyed. Sort of. Let's see, he's emotionally all over the map. Yeah, that sounds about right. So his out of control emotions are in control of him, huh? Does that mean we can calm him down if we can figure out the root cause? Yes, let's see what we can find. Sarge, can you hear me? Is that you, corpse woman Sykes? I'm here. Now I want you to take a few deep breaths. Just try to relax. Try it with me. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out, in, out. And now, let your emotions take you where they will. Go on, just let it all out. All forces attack. I'm getting us nowhere. That's the least relaxing breathing exercise I've ever seen. Oh, he's on the fritz. Gas was still hanging around after he got kicked out when I heard more fighting. I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room. What? And Papa grinning with delight. And that's when he must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out. So he has two out of control emotions, huh? And all I have to do is find out what's causing them to run wild like this. Yes, whatever the cause, it should appear somewhere in the mood matrix. Let me know if you think you found it. Ugh, easier said than done. I don't suppose you have any ideas where to start. Well, I would think about Sarge's personality and his past. Those are the things that shape a person's emotions. You should be able to find something to work with from there. Okay. I heard more fighting, and I got worried about Papa. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room. That's weird. And Papa grinning with delight. Hold on.
Got it.
That's just weird. That's it. Sarge, you were overcome with shock and fear when you saw those flames, weren't you? Yep. Was I? Yes, just 6 months ago, you and your mother were caught up in an arsonist blaze, so it's no wonder you would be extremely scared of fire. Yes, that does make sense. And maybe, just maybe, your subconscious fear of fire was what caused you to withdraw from the world. Well, what do you mean, corpse woman Sykes? In the outside world, you were bound to come across all sorts of fire. Candles, cigarettes, heck, even the grill at a diner. Even if it's not that often, just the idea that you might see them grew bigger and bigger until you couldn't shut it out. I think you might be onto something. Candles, cigarettes, just thinking about them sends a chill down my spine. Wow, the things I take for granted. Now I see, I was afraid of the fire. Strange I didn't even realize it myself. About that fire, Sarge, can you tell me what was burning? Just stay calm and maybe something will come to you. Oh, I got nothing. It's going great. Oh! I'm starting to remember. It was... Ooh, what do we got? It was that relic. That relic Papa was studying. That's weird. It was on fire. The orb was on fire? It's still kind of fuzzy, but yes, the orb was burning right in front of Papa. in there and the flames was Mama? Yes, now I remember. Wait, I saw Mama appear amid the dancing flames. But what? This is all making even less sense. I'm so confused. What? His noise level went down on that? What's going on here? That's what I'd like to know. Maybe it's a memory from the fire that killed his mother. No. Wait, was he trying to channel? He might be confusing it with what really happened when his father died. So let me guess, more therapy? Yep, but this time, it seems there's an inconsistency in his statements. I think we should be able to prove it with the evidence at hand. I hope this inconsistency is the key to proving that the relic really is the Founder's Orb. Oh, so I have to present evidence. Dad was still hanging around after he got kicked out when I heard more fighting and I got worried about Papa. Okay. So I left my room, but suddenly I got dizzy and passed out. I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. Oh, here we go. That's when Papa must have been killed. If only I hadn't passed out. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. I remember a flame lighting up the room and Papa grinning with delight. What? Okay. What do I have? That's useless. The doctor hid it in the ruins before his untimely... Oh, wait. So he couldn't have had it. The relic was on fire and I saw Mama's face inside. Right? Is that where we're going? I have to admit, the Founder's Orb and Crystal of Ami Fae thing is like I'm having a little bit of trouble keeping that straight. And that is kind of throwing me off just a little bit because I'm like, wait, what was going on with each one? So it was the Crystal of Ami Fae that was stolen. But he buried... Oh, does that prove that he was alive at that point? So I think the issue is the orb had to have been hidden. So he... That's when he couldn't have been killed. He couldn't have been killed with the orb. Because he... Okay. Is that where we're going?
Objection!
That's where we're going. Okay. Don't blame yourself, Sarge. After all, even if you hadn't passed out, the outcome would have been the same. Oh, what do you mean? I'm talking about the time of death. Your father wasn't killed right after you left your room. What? Explain yourself at once, Private Justice. You said you saw your father burning the orb, right? But that night, he went out to hide it in a cave. So what you saw, Sarge, was something that happened before your father left to hide the orb. So you see, you didn't pass out right before he was killed. You passed out right before he left for the cave to hide the orb in the ruins within. So even if I hadn't passed out, that's right. The outcome would have been exactly the same. That's because your father, Dr. Buff, was killed after he returned from the ruins. And therefore, Sarge, there's no need for you to blame yourself. Oh, I see. Oh, great. Now he's Mordot's private justice. Can you really say I bear no blame in this? Why do you ask? Because the truth is, if I hadn't engaged in my siege defense, Papa would still be alive. Sarge. Papa wished nothing more than for me to lead a happy, healthy life. That's why he quit his job and moved us out, away from the big city. But even then, I didn't have the courage to set foot into the outside world. And in the end, I failed to make Papa's wish come true. Poor drone. Sarge? What? Oh. If you want to make your father's wish come true, if that's what you really want, then who's to say it's too late? Why don't you take the first step now? My first step? That's right, you can cast off all your regret. You can stop standing still and start moving forward. You have the power within you. I know from experience. I know what it's like to feel like you do. But only you can decide to take that first step. If you don't change your tactics now, Sarge, the victory you seek in the war you're waging will always lie beyond your grasp. I think I understand now. I've made up my mind. As of this moment, I will suspend my siege defense indefinitely. Oh. Well, now I feel bad because you can't even see over the podium. Oh no. Sergeant Buff, reporting for duty. What? I thought you were a guy. You know what? I had a hunch at one point. Because I don't think it ever specified son. You're definitely not the gruff drill sergeant I envisioned. Well, my mama was in the Russian army. I was just as shocked, but it certainly explained a few things when I found out too. May I introduce you to Miss Army Buff, age 12. No way. Fantastic. Careful, soldier. Don't forget I could blow you away at a moment's notice. She's just too cute. So, have you always been in a wheelchair, Sarge? Negative. Only since I was injured in the fire. Your voice sounds awfully different from before. See? Perfect. Gave me an out. Thank you, writers. Oh! Oh, dang it. I could have kept the robot voice. My drone features a voice modulation device. That's alright. It works. It's fine. It's just one of my army's many technological marvels. She used the modulation, like, and kept changing the type. That's what happened. You fooled me. I thought some 20-something military fanatic was at the controls. All the same to you, troops. I'd like to continue my testimony. I've just remembered something. It's as crisp and clear as a trumpet at roll call. What did you remember? It wasn't my mother who appeared in the burning orb. It was some lady Papa had shown me in a picture Oh! He said it was the Holy Mother, the founder of Curranism. She appeared right there, right in the burning orb. Huh? What did you just say? Okay. That actually makes more sense. Because didn't we see a thing about that? No, come on. Noise is gone. Okay. I want to look at my evidence. The Holy Mother of Koreanism was in the burning orb? What does that even mean? It means, hold on, where was it? Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Sending upon us in all her glory, the founder bestows the greatest power known. So he figured it out. Right? Like, literal? I have a bad feeling about this. Could it be? Could this explain what Sarge means by the Holy Mother appearing in the burning orb? Wait, is that the thing I just did?
Take that!
Was I ahead of the game? Oculus research notes, what do they have to do with this? Look at this, the burning orb, the appearance of the founder, this part points to both. I like that. Thank you for putting the cursor right over that. There's a legend about the orb involving a mysterious riddle, and this song, in turn, is said to contain the key to solving it. If the legend is true, then I believe the answer lies in this part of the song. Offer thy prayers as fervent as fire, only then shall the Holy Mother return. Well, anyone see where I'm going with this? Mr. Justice, I wasn't paying attention. Prayers as fervent as fire. Ah! You're supposed to set the orb on fire? The whole stanza seems to suggest that the founder will appear if the orb is set on fire. Wait, so the doctor, he... Yes, Athena. He had solved the ancient riddle of the founder's orb. Oh my! Papa was a great archaeologist, so I believe in him, and I want to believe he achieved his long-time dream of solving that riddle before he died. Well, we won't know for sure until we try it for ourselves. Yes, do it, Private Justice, please. I want to see what Papa was searching for with my own eyes.
Objection!
What? The plaintiff must object to this.
Objection!
The plaintiff will stand down and be quiet. You don't have the right to set a precious relic like that on fire.
Objection!
Oh, but I do. All I needed was Sarge's permission. Since we still don't know if this treasure is the Founder's Orb or the Crystal of Ami Faye, any ownership rights the Doctor had now belong to his daughter. Therefore, you have absolutely no right to stop us. Very well, Mr. Justice. I never thought I'd be saying this, but you... but you may burn the evidence. I love that he put it that way. He could have just said you could set the orb on fire. No, you can burn the evidence. It's fine. All right, here we go. That's awesome. Oh. Is there a reason Apollo always has a lighter with him? Has that been discussed? Look. Apollo, the inside of the orb, it's melting. There's something in there. Ah, all right. Dirk, isn't she... Your garb leaves no room for doubt. It's the Founder herself. Face and all. Wait, weren't we supposed to see that? I don't understand. The greatest of taboos in Koreanism is a depiction of the Founder's face. And here it is, hidden within this orb. He and the Founder's orb revealed the statue within. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but as you can see, the issue is crystal clear. This figure is the Holy Mother founder of Koreanism. And based on that, this must be none other than the Founder's orb. Be that as it may, Mr. Rebel still may have killed the Doctor. If so, it would render the orb transfer agreement null and void. Don't play dumb, Mr. Wright. The truth of the matter has already been proven. Dr. Buff wasn't killed right after Sarge saw Mr. Rebel. It happened after the doctor came back from hiding the orb. And you've no proof that Mr. Rebel was still around at that time. Your claim that the Defiant Dragons were behind the crime doesn't hold water. And that means the orb transfer agreement is still perfectly valid. Admit it, Mr. Wright. I just burned your whole case to the ground. Ugh. No. I won? I actually won? No. Mr. Wright, would you care to respond? Respond? I didn't think so. Wait, did we just win? Did we actually beat the Turnabout Terror? You're amazing, Apollo.
Don't just stand there, right? Do something.
Well, I don't think there's any digging out of this hole. Mr. Titian Wimperson, I think it's time for your concession speech. I've proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is the Founder's Orb. The facts don't lie, but you obviously do. How's that for a campaign slogan?
Why, you contemptuous peasant.
I think this is a good time to wrap up this trial. If both parties have no further objections, I will render my verdict. No objections here, Your Honor. No. What?
You can't do this. The crystal is mine. I'll lose the election if I lose that crystal.
I'm sorry, but there's really nothing more I can do.
You haven't forgotten about our little chat, have you?
Oh. What's going on here?
Objection!
Your Honor, I object to the defense's last claim. What? I don't believe they've truly proven that the relic is indeed the Founder's Orb. What? Mr. Wright, I don't think even you could bluff your way out of this one. What possible argument could you have to claim that this isn't the Founder's Orb? About that. Oh, of course. Dang it. He can't possibly have hit on something. Defense's assertion is incomplete, and this is why. Their claim that this relic is the Founder's Orb is based on a legend, and that legend claims that the Founder will return when the riddle is solved at last. Right. And that's what happened. The Founder was revealed for all to see. But Mr. Justice, what about the rest of the legend? Huh? According to the legend, once the Founder returned, she would bestow spiritual power onto the person who solved the riddle. You're kidding, right? Well, Mr. Justice, do you feel great spiritual power coursing through your veins? A little. No. But receiving spiritual power and stuff, it's all just mystic mumbo jumbo, right? Maybe so, but you're the one basing your claim on said legend. What we saw here does not fully fulfill it, does it? No, but... Consequently, you cannot rightfully claim that this is the Founder's Orb. He's asleep. Even the people in the gallery are like, what's gotten into him? Why is Mr. Wright doing this? It would appear that Mr. Wright has lost a few of his marbles. As it happens in the autumn years, that couldn't be further from the truth, Your Honor. In any case, I believe this is a good time for a recess. Both sides will have 20 minutes to prepare. I ask that all arguments be ready by then. Oh, and Mr. Wright, you do well to wash up and find your missing marbles by then, too. Alright, we'll come back for recess in the next episode and see what everyone has to say. Well, so we just have to pretend we can channel and we can get out of this, right? That's where this is going to end. I don't know where this is going to end, but I'm very curious to find out. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.